Drew, what are your impressions of camp through the 2 weeks? It's over now.
Yeah, I mean it always goes by fast, right? But it's been a lot of fun getting here and getting to know the guys and learning from Tommy and the other quarterbacks, and continuing to gel as a team.
I don't know how much you're going to play tomorrow. Maybe you do, but do you feel like you've had enough, or it will be enough for you to be ready for the start of the season?
Yeah, that's not really in my control how much I play. But anytime you get a chance to compete, that's why you're here. It's what you do it for. So regardless of how much or how little, I think all of us guys that are rolling out there will be ready to compete, excited about it.
Have you discovered anything about this offense or this team or this city that you didn't know before the last couple of weeks?
I haven't really had a chance to go around the city too much,
Yeah.
but I really appreciate the guys here. I know it's different when you bring guys in, and some guys can be a little apprehensive with new guys, but they have welcomed me, with open arms. And just those relationships that are building, I'm extremely appreciative of just how they've handled everything, and just really excited to continue to work with them.
It looks like you guys almost have too many good receivers. I mean, I just wondered, like, your impression of the guys that you're working with at that end.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the guys that have been here, their work shows for itself. We have a ton of talent there, and there's been a lot of young guys that have showed up and have been really talented and continue to learn, because to a lot of them it's a new game, and they've been extremely coachable and open to learning from older guys that have been around a bit. So, it's definitely a good problem to have.
Do you have a feel or a thought of how good the offense can be?
Yeah, I mean, I think that an offense is good when you do your job. All 12 guys do their job. And people like to break things down, and there's all these analytics. The reality is if you just do your job, everybody, you're going to be pretty dang good on offense. And we're still working on that, and we'll never be perfect. But I think that if we continue to be process driven about not only during the week but in the game, one play at a time, and truly calculating what they need to do or what I need to do or anybody on the offensive side of the ball to execute their assignment, then you're going to have a pretty good offense.
I think this team has been looking for a guy to take the quarterback job, since Henry Burke, maybe Trevor Harris.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're going into the first game in front of the fans here. Are you nervous at all, or like you know what's expected of you? So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's expectations all the time. You play this position your whole life. There's always expectations. To be honest, I don't have much of that in my head personally. Really, I want to go out there and compete and show these guys, here that I'm a competitor and that I execute at a high level. And from that stems their belief in me.
What would you like to get done tomorrow night?
Just high level of execution, I think. In practice we've gotten better and better each day. But tomorrow there's going to be different things that we haven't seen, and that's okay. It's going to be great to see how we react to those things, how we communicate in order to, maybe make adjustments or execute moving forward.
Does the challenge become greater because you're playing against the defending Grey Cup champs? I don't know how many of their starters are going to be using it.
No, I mean, I think every team in this league is good. I think that wins are sometimes, fog, like, oh, they only had X amount of wins last year, they're not very good. It's not true. Every team has elite talent, some of the best athletes in the country and the world. A lot of times it comes down to the team aspect and how that chemistry unfolds itself on the field. So, I wouldn't necessarily say, the teams that struggle are bad teams, or the teams that win are really elite teams. It's just that they execute at a high level and they believe in each other. So.
Could you pick a better opponent for your first regular season game than the Winnipeg Blue Bombers? Without looking too far ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited to prepare for them. I'm excited to compete against them. I have a lot of respect for those guys over there. But you know, just like any week, it's an opportunity to compete, and that's why you do this. It's because you want to compete at a high level. So.